Hey guys, my name is Abel. Welcome to my video. I really wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while now, and it's on the topic of struggling with being confident when you're an introvert. Now, I know that I'm the biggest introvert that I know, and there are people like me who really struggle with being confident and really don't know how to present themselves in a way that will make themselves more appealing in a sense. When they go out and do social things like talking to people and talking to a camera, for instance. But I wanted to talk about my own thoughts on the matter. Now, my first thought about the topic is it's about how you carry yourself from moment to moment, how you present yourself and how you show yourself from day to day it can really impact how you look at yourself, especially when you're an introvert, especially when you're more shy. And not necessarily saying that shy people are introverted or introvert people are necessarily shy, but it's wanting to appear comfortable in your own skin even though you have your insecurities like I do. Like talking to a camera is really hard for me. I'm more of a writer and a thinker and a reader and a poet rather than a speaker. My favorite hero from My Hero Academia is All Might, and I talk about All Might because he's my favorite example of someone who exerts really powerful self-confidence. I mean, he smiles through everything. He even said it himself that he smiles because he wants to trick the fear inside of him, and that's kind of what I do. I mean, I bring myself up and I act how I want to act in front of people, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm faking it. It just means that I'm comfortable in my own skin even though I have my own insecurities. Now, my second thought about self-confidence is that self-confidence itself is a booster for motivation. It doesn't take much motivation to be self-confident. As an introvert, all you need to really do is sometimes just be by yourself and, brew yourself a cup of tea or coffee and just sit there with your thoughts and just let things go and then come back to yourself and then make a decision. It's all about trusting yourself in the direction you want to go while knowing that you made a good decision to begin with. That's self-confidence in my book anyway. Now, I used to ask myself a lot, how can I be comfortable in situations when I'm an introvert and, more on the shy side? As an introvert, I don't like being in the spotlight and keeping conversations going. It doesn't mean I'm shy necessarily. It just means that I like sitting down and I like listening and hearing about what people have to say rather than and hear myself talk about whatever I want to talk about. That's just not me. But in my past, when I was put into social situations, I would meet new people and I would feel like I would have to fake who I am to impress them, but that's actually the wrong approach. The one rule that I live by is that I want to be truthful with the speech that I give out. I want to be truthful to myself. I don't want to lie and talk louder than I usually would to impress somebody. I tell them, sometimes I don't know what they're talking about. I'm unfamiliar with the topic, and that's completely fine. And they'll ask questions if they want to know more about you and what you like to do, rather than them having you reciprocate everything that they do. It's a mutual conversation. During these moments, it's important to challenge yourself to keep the conversation going. And just remember that it's not necessarily your introversion that's holding you back. It might be your shyness, and that's something that you might want to look into changing. One thing that I've seen people do is that they compare themselves to more social people. There's obviously a bunch of other YouTubers out there that are more, exaggerated and more exciting when they talk. Obviously not like me, but you get the point. It's important to not let those confident people bring you down. More like they should be inspiring you to do something better. Like if you like their style and you like their clothing and you like how they act, try to incorporate something like that within your own style and make that unique about yourself. Ask yourself, what makes you quirky? It's important to learn these things about yourself. You might want to journal more. You might want to write more about yourself and to get to know who you are as a person, and it can be fun doing these things because of that introverted nature. Do you like writing poetry? Do you like sitting down and relaxing and meditating? Do you like watching anime and sitting down with a cup of tea like I do? try to treat yourself to more of the things that you like and appreciate those things that you do for yourself. It'll begin to show when you're talking to people, and people will see that you're confident, and that's highly respectable. Now, those are my thoughts on being self-confident. I'm obviously an introvert, and I have issues with going out and doing social things, but that doesn't keep me from trying to interact with people. You know, there are a lot of people out there who are, you know, they're really exuberant, they're flowing in personality, and, you know, they're cool people to look at. You know, they're out there and they're making, you know, they're doing what they like to do, but you're also doing what you want to do. And being true to yourself is the most important thing. Being true to your own words and not lying about what you want to do is key to being self-confident as an introvert, in my book anyway. Anyway, those are my thoughts on being self-confident as an introvert. Obviously, I'm not too adept in talking in front of a camera as I want to be, but there are still people out there who are like me, and I want to share this with them. And if you're one of those people, thanks for taking the time to look for yourself out there for some advice. I hope you appreciated what I have to say. Thanks, guys. I will see you later. Before I leave, I wanted to share a poem that I wrote. It goes like this. As the days whisk away, I grow closer to your timber, with a voice that makes me sway like a flower in September. In my loneliest moments, I'll remember you and me both in the memories that I treasure. I love you. Thanks for watching, guys.